Hi, I'm Dr.A.G.Mythili, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce with Finance, Dr. SNS College of Arts and Science. In this video, I'm going to speak about principles of communication, 7 C's, and importance, purpose of business communication. So, principles of communication. Principle of clarity. The idea or message to be communicated should be clearly spelled out. It should be worded in such a way that the receiver understands the same thing which the sender wants to convey. There should be no ambiguity in the message. It should be kept in mind. So the message which you are going to send should be clear. Next one is principles of attention. In order to make communication effective, the receiver's attention should be drawn towards message. Peoples of different in behavior, attention, emotions. So they may be responding differently to the messages. Subordinates should act similarly as the content of the message. Principles of feedback. The principles of feedback is very important to make the communication effective. There should be a feedback information from the recipient to know whether he has understood the message in the same sense in which the sender has meant it. Principles of informality. Formal communication is generally used in transporting messages and other informations. Sometimes formal communication may not achieve the desired result. Informal communications may prove effectively in such situations. Management should use informal communication for assessing reactions of employees towards various policy. Principles of consistency. The purpose the principle states that communication should always be consistent with the policies, plans, programs, and objectives of the organizations and are not in conflicts with them. If the message and communications are in conflicts with the policies and programs, and there will be confusions in the mind of subordinates and they may not implement them properly. Principles of timeliness. This principle states that communication should be done at proper time so that it helps implementing plan. Any delayed information is not of use. So it does not serve any purpose. Rather, decisions can become historical importance only. Principles of adequacy. The information communicated should be adequate and complete in all respects. Inadequate information may delay actions and create confusion. Inadequate information also affect effectively of the receiver. So adequate information is essential for taking proper decisions and make action plan. Mutual understanding. Communication is effective when the sender and receiver develop mutual understanding of the subject matter. Message conveyed should be understood by the receiver in the desired sense. Goal oriented. Communication is goal oriented unless the receiver and the sender know the purpose they intend to achieve through communication. It has little practical utility. Foundation of management. Though communication is a directing function, it is important for the other managerial functions also. Designing, planning, and organization structure, motivating people to accomplishing goals, and controlling organization activities requires communication among managers at various levels. Now, coming to the 7 C's of communication. Consideration. Consideration states that every message should be prepared, kept in mind the person who will be receiving the message. Receiver's interest should be kept in mind while drafting the message. Second one is clarity. The information should be clear. Clarity is important characteristics of communication, especially in case of oral communication, presentation. Clarity in words, language of expressions is very important. So it ensures proper presentation of ideas, message one want to communicate during conversion. Completeness. Complete message is very important to communicate the main idea or information behind. Oral presentation should be as far as possible planned and restructured, and all the information should be related to the message should be properly communicated. Consciousness. It is essential requirement of oral communication. Conscious message saves times and on expense for both sender and receiver. In short, on information message which is able to explain idea, only relevant information should be communicated in message. Correctiveness. In oral communication, grammatical errors should be avoided. Right level of language should be used, both formal and informal communication. Use of accurate words and spelling should be considered. Correctiveness, it means specific definitions on valid use of information than vague or general. Concrete facts and figures should be used to make the receiver know exactly what is required or desired. Concrete language, informal information helps in interpreting the message in same way as communication. Courtesy, a proper speaking should be maintained while making oral communication or presentation. One should say things that force or assume about being rude. Polite and humble language should be used, which should not be insulting against the religious, social, or personal values, or discriminating language based or gender, race, age, color, caste, creed, religion should be avoided. Now, coming to the importance of communication. So, communications, it increase managerial efficiency. So it helps in smooth working, helps in the purpose of managing moral development. So it ensures effective leadership, acts as the law of destruction making, acts as a base of coordination on cooperation, promotes concentration of work. So these are all the important. So coming to the purpose of communication, to collect the assessment data, to indicate interviews, to evaluate outcomes of interventions, to irritate change which helps in promoting health, to take measures and prevent legal problem associated with nurturing practices, to analyze factors affecting health, etc. Thank you.